Impact Africa is an amazing Christian nonprofit organization based in Johannesburg. For the past 9 years, they've been working in the squatter camps of one of the most prosperous and wealthy cities in all of Africa, but where there's some of the most extreme, severe poverty really in the whole world. My name is Emma Schneider, and I'm a volunteer missionary with Impact Africa. We've launched Impact Baby Rescue Center. So I help co-direct the internship. I also do some admin and operations for the overall ministry. And most recently, I'm the director of the Baby Rescue Center. In Johannesburg, specifically, there's a statistic that says that on average, 3 babies are abandoned every day. And that's just the babies that are reported, the babies that are found. And most of the time, it's too late. And they'll find babies, they've been thrown away in dumpsters. There's no running water or electricity in the community. So for bathrooms, there's community portable toilets. And so they'll find babies have been thrown in there. They're left at the police station, at hospitals. It's a huge problem all over South Africa, but that statistic is specifically for Johannesburg. And so we're working to prevent and rescue babies from being abandoned. From the police, from the hospitals, and then even right in the community, we have a baby rescue center where there's a baby rescue bin where mothers can anonymously come and place their baby in the bin in the middle of the night, any time of the day. And we're also working crisis pregnancy counseling and prenatal parenting and pregnancy help, and so we're wanting to prevent and then rescue babies from being abandoned. It's something that really can't be something that you sort of find within yourself. I really think it comes from above. Like, my strength really comes from just my faith in God, and He's kind of the anchor that I know that He's called me to this. It's not some great idea that we had or some good intention. I don't want to just have good intentions to make a difference in the world. My purpose and my passion comes directly from God, and so He's then also the source of the strength, of the joy, of the energy, the passion that I need to accomplish the things that He's calling. And before He knit me together in my mother's womb, He had a plan and a purpose, and I've just made a conscious decision to choose His plans over my own, and this is His plan. And so there are days that I get tired, I get discouraged. In John 15, it talks about how we're just the branch and He's the vine. So the days I choose to stay connected to the vine and choose to draw my energy and He be the source of my life, then those are good days. But then there's days that just in my own ignorance, I just choose to do it in my own strength and my own energy, my own compassion, and those days are very short because I run out very quickly. So as long as I stay connected and stay focused and really I can't do it in my own compassion, I really need it's God's heart and His vision and His eyes to see the hurting people that He wants to reach through me. Community is because there's just such hopelessness, and the poverty and the circumstances are so devastating. These people don't even have the basic necessities of life, so they're hurting, they're suffering. So there's a lot of substance abuse that happens, and as a result of that, the women and the children are the victims of that substance abuse, mostly coming from the men. And so there's a lot of crime, there's a lot of violence, and unfortunately there is a lot of rape that happens. And there is a statistic that, or just a saying that says that a young girl born in South Africa has a greater likelihood of being raped than learning to read. And a lack of education and illiteracy is also a big problem, but and so that's devastating enough, that there's just an unlikelihood that she'll be learned to read. But then, of course, that it's more common that she would be raped is just so devastating. And we've seen that, we've experienced that as far as children that we've been working with. And it's really hard when statistics become reality and they become flesh and blood, and somebody that you personally know and have a relationship with is very very hard. And that's another reason why there's so many babies being abandoned, because there's so many unwanted and unplanned pregnancies happen. Well, we've only just opened. We opened at the end of January, so it's very exciting and monumental. And so we know that it's just going to take a long time. Right, the Baby Rescue Center is located in a community called Deep Sloot, where there's 250,000 people living in a 2-mile radius. So it's a lot of people in a small area. So we're in a season of raising awareness about the Baby Rescue Center. But we've seen amazing success just in building our partnerships with the local government, with the hospitals, with the police, with the social workers. And so that's been an amazing fruit sort of, and already progress in the Baby Rescue Center is just building and establishing those partnerships. They call us when they have cases. All of our cases so far since opening have come mostly from the police or from the hospital. So that's just really, a lot of people warned us sort of, about working with the government and about building those partnerships, but we have just seen such favor from them, and really just such partnership, because it is such a big problem, and there are people who just don't know what to do about this, and we're just so strategically located right in the middle of the community. It's a perfect place. We're in the perfect place at the perfect time, working with the right people, and so we really expect continued just growth and endless opportunity. Music is very therapeutic. I love to dance. I have a hammock, and so I love to rest and relax, and I love to read. Please, my email is emma@impactafrica.org, or check me out on Facebook, and you can find all my details. Oh, sorry, I'm freezing.